It's a brand new dawn. It's a brand new day here at the $1 Million Pool. We got our main man, Pedro. What's up? Grant's out here.
Morning, John.
What are we going over today?
Yeah, next week we're starting excavation for the foundations on phase 2. So that's going to be for the elevator pit and the stairwell, as well as the garage. In order to kick that off, we've got a little bit of pre-framing that Pedro is going to help us with. We have some existing structural walls and a roof that needs to be removed, so the excavation guys can go to work.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
Got kind of two things I want to check. So the first one is just the overall size of where we're landing with this opening.
So this is going to be the opening on this side down here.
That's
for the stairs and the elevator.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So overall plan view here. So we're out front here. I'm going to zoom in. We're standing outside of the garage right now. So the new garage, which will take place
right here,
and the existing garage have this kind of pass-through door here, which is taking place in that front right-hand corner of the building. So we need to install a header here.
Okay.
That way when they start excavating next to that wall, they have to chop that concrete out right there.
So this is basically going to be right here.
Yep. Yeah, so we're going to be, I've got a dimension out in the wall here. We're going to pull back here, and we just need to replace this with the header so we actually can carry our truss load above.
Good. So when we pull this header, all the framing above is going to stay too.
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So we just need to, keep everything as is. All we're doing is swapping out the opening and then just dropping in our trimmers and our header, and then that's it. So, and we're basically going to rinse and repeat that in one more location. I'll show you here on the plans. So we're in the garage, right? We were just sitting at this corner here. We're going to go through the garage, and now this is our new stairwell and elevator pit. The existing stairs are right here. So we're going to come through the garage, down this hallway. I've already double-checked the overall length of the garage and match it with what we have on the plans. We've got a 16.4 from the inside face of this concrete, which would be right here. And then off of that, we've got another 5.11 to the inside face of that wall right there.
Okay.
So I've pulled this. Yeah, I've got 16.4 to here.
Okay.
And then I've got my 5.11 to right here. So basically on the inside face of this stud pack is where we had to start. So that's why we've got, instead of running a 2x header, we actually have LVLs here.
So we need to remove that stairs, right?
We're going to need to remove part of the stairs, which is going to be a pain in the ass for access future. But yeah, I think we need to, the stairs have to come out eventually.
Yeah, we could just put temp stairs in.
Yeah, or a ladder or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go and take the stairs out. This is going to be tricky because this stud pack is carrying
this. Yeah.
this header here has LVL, and then we need to carry that over about 8 feet. We can lay it out again. But I have two 12-foot LVLs, 18-inch LVLs. I need to carry this load from essentially here over 8 feet.
Okay, so do we need more 2x for our king studs and stuff, or are we gonna reuse those?
I think we should. Can we reuse these? Yeah. And a second step is we'll have to talk about the upstairs level, but a lot of the roof and the framing up there is going to come down. So I think we can just reuse these existing.
So the other thing that we wanted to talk about is getting access through here so that a bobcat with a chipping hammer can get at this wall.
Yeah, I was looking at that just kind of while we were waiting. So all of our joists are running this way. So load-bearing walls are going to be perpendicular to that. So like a lot of our load-bearing walls would be not only the exterior walls, but also like these walls. That being said, it does look like this one might be able to come out with the stairs. But once we're past this wall, now we're into what's kind of holding, the stair up, which does look like it's bearing some of the load of the joists.
I think so.
So
probably just
Marcos will be out here tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask Marcos a couple questions. Dick Clark, the architect's house, some questions about the interior bathroom load-bearing walls. And I figured when Marcos, the engineer, is out here tomorrow, we could ask him about
nice
some of this.
And yeah, if we can't, I mean, it's not really the end of the world, but we can, I'm sure. I mean, look, what do you think, Pedro? This looks good because those trusses sit here.
Sit in the wall.
So we're good here until we get to this. And that LVL looks like it's just holding up these trusses.
That's right.
No. This trusses is sit on this wall. So if you want more this wall, you can. Because this
Yeah, so this,
sit on this wall.
yeah.
So this wall is not upper.
Okay. This is really just holding up the stairwell, right?
Yes.
We're gonna take down.
Right, so since we're being held up there, I mean, that's just a little more right here, though. What we should do is just get this out, give them access, and then we can just put back up a little support wall for the meantime. Awesome. Cool.
Idea. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I've got the lumber for you, and so you and I can go back through and just double check the layout and get our opening right here,
Cool.
and then
And then let's go look at the roof up there.
let's go look at the roof. Okay. So right here is where that hole is, right? That we're gonna put the LBLs here. So they're gonna cut this wall out, and they're also installing a new foundation here, and that goes all the way down to the ground. So this slab is gonna get cut back 24 inches here, so that way they can excavate here and do their new foundation. So this wall is carrying a roof load, which is in the way of getting in the foundation. The roof, all the roof comes off. I mean, all the 2x10 framing, all the roof, right? It's all new, right? Frame.
Yeah, the whole roof structure comes off, remember?
Yeah.
So I think we can just take everything from the left side of this beam and just take it out. Yep.
You want to do that?
Yep.
Take out this overhang too?
Okay. Yeah. This wall can come out. The overhang will come out. But we're gonna keep this wall. So I just keep that for now. Yep.
All right, cool. So basically, to the left of this ridge, we're going to take all of that off. We're going to take this whole overhang off. And then they're going to come in, like we talked about in the last video. They're going to saw cut this, pull out that beam, and then we'll have access for our new piers and our new beam.
Spot on.
Nice. Excellent.
We've got a dumpster coming out for you today as well.
Órale, pues.
Easy, easy, easy.
What do we say, man? No pasa nada.
No pasa nada.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, so you heard it. We got everything in line. These little walks, you know, you just line people out, kind of get your objectives laid out, and then we know exactly what we're going to do. And then we're going to do the same thing with the new foundation and excavation team.